won't die. Like they will keep making statements like this. So this is also down to us to, improve our own. Well, this is what we have to offer. The world is watching. It's not just Africa. The world is watching. We have to improve. That way we don't get this like this, because this was very insulting. This guy dissed the whole Africa.
Terrible. Speaking of Carragher, we're going to So for context though, for people that haven't watched it, his interview, right?
Didn't hear it.
So he was having this interview with Sky Sports, right? He was basically talking about like Salah, right? How good Salah has been, if Salah should win the Ballon d'Or, right? And basically he comes out with this. He says Salah is at a disadvantage to like other players like Vinicius Junior because he plays for Egypt that are in the Afcon. The Afcon isn't even a major tournament, which sparked a lot of abuse, to say the least, because everybody was like
they were outraged.
Someone like him that has never even won
a major
Premier League. He has a Champions League, but like he never won anything in England.
He never won
a Premier League and everything. And he's sitting down there talking people out how to win Premier League, and he hasn't had any experience on his own. I saw Johnny Mikel himself come out and blast himself. Basically saying, I've won this before. I know what it meant to me, right? So you can't just come out and say it's not a major tournament. And I have an interesting take on this. Because is he wrong? Yes, he's wrong. But
wrong
I just think
margins.
Yeah, but I just think it just comes to the whole actualization that Afcon is a very, very disrespected tournament. Why is that? We're going to talk about that now. Because for him to say something like that, right? It is a stupid take. But is he wrong? If we come to a situation to the end of the season, my question is like, is it necessarily wrong that people don't value the tournament? Because if like for example, Salah wins the Premier League, right, and Vinicius wins La Liga. Let's say none of them win Champions League, right? And per adventure, right, they have the same goals and assists. Salah has the same goals and assists, and whatever. And let's say, for example, Vinicius wins the Copa America and Salah wins the Afcon. We all know who they're going to give it to.
They're going to pick Vinicius.
Yeah. So I don't understand why that is, because speaking from my experience watching the Afcon is a very, very, very interesting
entertaining tournament. Yeah. All the vibes and memes that the Afcon can pull. Even the World Cup might not even pull such, because like Afcon is just vibes on vibes.
Bro, it is vibes on vibes.
It's just serious vibes on vibes. But still, that doesn't mean you will now say it's not a major tournament. What you say is that it's a tournament that is not giving its flowers. And it goes in two ways. You blame CAF for it, number one, and then you blame the media, the way people portray the Afcon. And also because the same way if we take, most people here, they will even prefer to watch the Euros over the Afcon.
100%,
saying the quality of the Afcon, they don't know how to play, whatever. That is also down to Afcon. I mean, the stadiums, the quality of the stadiums, quality of the transmission, the commentary that is very horrible. You can be watching the Afcon now on your so-called satellites, DSTV, whatever, and they'll say a break in transmission for the biggest tournament in Africa. That is crazy on its own. So if you're weighing all those things, you understand why those kind of things are supposed to come out from Carraghers' mouth. It's not for people to come and start. Although yes, he deserves the heat that he's getting, but at the same time, it's for CAF officials and the people that run these tournaments to sit down and ask themselves, how can we make this tournament better?
Exactly, there are tons of things. Because even when he even said that Micah Richards and then
Micah Richards.
It is Micah Richards and Storage. I had to tell him that what he's saying doesn't make any sense. Richards and Storage, I have to tell him that doesn't make any sense. Because, right, and I think there are a couple things with the Afcon where I feel could be improved. Because, for example, let's say, do you think it's too frequent? Because with the Euros now, you have it every 4 years. So there's like that anticipation for it, where Afcon is like every 2 years, stuff like that. And the reason why I ask that is because in the Euros, for example, when you watch it, if you reach those final minutes, maybe you see teams putting they are all, because they know that if I mess this up now, I don't get my chance until like the next 4 years.
I might not even be there.
100%. I might be old and washed and whatever. So if you now like contrast that with the Afcon, like bro, like the last Afcon was literally, it feels like it was like a couple months ago.
Yeah,
and then now we're going to have another
one again.
So do you think that's also something that?
I don't really mind. I don't. I mean, everyone. If it's possible, say people would want it to be every year. That way,
come on.
Yeah, I understand the anticipation is on that thing, but at the same time, bro, Champions League is every year now.
But that's different. These are international tournaments.
The anticipation is still there. Although it's very difficult to run an international tournament every year, it's financially almost not possible. But at the same time, I don't think it's the anticipation. It's the tournament itself that determines if there will be a huge following of it. Afcon should Afcon is the name of the tournament. CAF, as a body, should know how to improve, because I mean, I'm sure that the Afcon doesn't even escape Africa. Like it's just bounded by Africa because these are not the kind of things that you'll be showing to. I mean, Africa is a third world continent. If you're saying telling ourselves the truth, so our standard is not going to be their standard. It's the same way the Euros look appealing to our eyes.
Yeah, but it is broadcasted there as well, though.
But like they don't really take it serious. I mean, look at the pitches. Look at the quality of
like free the pitches because for me, man, I watch tons of Premier League. I watch tons of La Liga, and I watch so much of this system, inverted wing backs, alternative striker, goalkeeper passing out from the back. Bro, I'm tired of watching all that shit, to be honest. Like, bro, did you watch that last time when Baby would just blast the ball? Bro, like sometimes I want a break from like watching all this
from halfway.
Bro, 100%. Yeah, look at the stadium, look at the noises, look at the music,
the horns,
bro. Like
the fans.
sometimes I just think people, especially us Africans, we get this right. And I even feel some people abroad, even the last Afcon, right? There are a lot more eyes from there on the tournament. Yeah, so I don't necessarily, and I think when we are right now, it's like we are at a good place where we're starting to push it a little bit more. And then for someone like him to just come out and dismiss it like that makes because I feel with more Afcons coming up, I feel the respect is going to be coming. Yeah, because this last Afcon was many
people said that it was crazy.
But it was a very good Afcon, very interesting.
It was a very interesting tournament.
Obviously, Nigeria went out.
Ivory Coast that we all thought would get knocked out, like they were beating 4-0.
Bro, and they came in. It is crazy.
Changing coach.
Ultimately, it was a crazy tournament. Though, I think the players also have something to do with it. Just because I'm not mentioning names. But at least
I know the name you want to mention.
But at least for Nigeria, I know some players that
we all know the name that
I watch every weekend for their clubs playing very, very well, right? And then they come in for Nigeria and I watch it and I'm like, who am I watching?
Yeah, it's a different player because they're not playing with that. You don't see that passion in them.
And said player that everyone should know who I'm talking about. It was disappointing to see because I also feel the players too don't take it as seriously as they should.
I mean, many of them are not even born here. They just play for Nigeria.
Yeah, exactly. Just play because
they play for their country because they feel. I mean, like Brahim Diaz now. Obviously, you will see the passion that Brahim Diaz will put when he's playing for Morocco. Yeah, when he's playing for Morocco, it will not be as the same because like he's playing for Morocco because
Spain didn't call him up.
No, he could easily play for Spain. I mean, he has played for Spain at junior level.
Yeah, but he won't get called up.
He will notice that the playing time he will get for Morocco. Obviously, they will make him the face of Morocco. He won't get that in Spain.
100%.
It's the same thing as Iñaki Williams. Iñaki Williams for Ghana is because he won't get that chance in Spain.
Yeah, exactly.
So obviously you see the ambition, the passion will be different.
It isn't there, man. And I personally, I don't like it, to be honest.
Yeah,
but even with that,
tournaments.
Yeah, and also another thing I particularly don't fancy about it is I guess with Africa there's like a weather thing where it's very, very hot during like what's yeah, but I don't necessarily. I think another thing that reduces the viewing is the fact that we have it in between the season.
And players have to leave.
Yeah, that can leave, you come back. Because I won't lie, let's be honest, right? If your club, let's say for example, Chelsea. I don't think Chelsea have any good African players.
Jackson
is ass. Okay, like for example, Liverpool now.
Nicholas.
Anytime when Liverpool are doing, like they're having a good season, right? And then Salah has to leave for like a whole month. Yes. It affects their
Salah and Mane had to leave that
100%. So it also affects their whatever.
But like it's not down to Liverpool, it's down to Salah. I mean, I want to play the Afcon. You cannot.
I get that, but still though, it also reaches that sort of like resentment. You're like, why is this player going? It reaches a point where big teams, I feel big teams sometimes you don't want to like make signings of African players. I think they even consider that as well. Like, do we want to risk this player going on for this set amount of time? You know? So I feel, but even with that though, it should still be a better product. But as it is right now, right? Obviously, we're going to still rank tournaments. That's what we want to do about this. But if you want to start putting Afcon in discussion with like Euros or whatever, what do you think needs to happen? Or do you even think that's even going to be possible?
It's going to be possible, obviously, because I mean, France is literally Africa 11. All these players, and France are like European top guns. Like European, if you're playing the Euros or the World Cup, these are easily favorites. And France is literally Africa 11. Literally, I mean, name one white France player except Griezmann. Griezmann has retired. Rabiot doesn't make the team shit. All of them are black. Colomwani, Maya,
all these Cameroonian.
Do you understand? All these Cameroonian Ivory Coast. So you cannot tell me that the quality of football and these are African players. Tchouaméni, Koundé, all of them are all African decency. There is nothing Kamavinga. So it's not about the football. The players are there. Get these people in proper conditions where their football will be seen. I mean, many players complain about the pitch. the pitch are not of standard, of normal standard, not to talk of
Yeah, but like this
standard.
last Cote d'Ivoire one, I think the pitch.
Yeah, it's just the thing. It's down to the host country. I mean, if countries like South Africa, Morocco,
say they want to host, like bro, like those are proper countries. So, bro, the commentary is trash.
The commentary
like,
is
trash.
The English commentary is just trash. Jesus Christ.
Looking next Afcon, you know, in this podcast.
Yeah, I mean,
if you guys like and subscribe, who knows? Bro, who knows? You understand?
If you guys like expert commentary,
you guys will just hear Osimhen.
Anyway,
yeah,
if they can improve the transmission, that is down to the whole video, the quality of the video transmission, and the commentary.
Why not, man?
And then the pitches, infrastructure, player treatment.
Bro, we have
these Afcon qualifiers that the Nigerian team went to. Like,
I heard about that, man.
Do you understand? Like, if they make these players comfortable and they make these tournaments feel like, oh, we are going for a proper tournament and it's transmitted properly, these players will play. I mean, we have the players.
100%. And fact even came out and says name major tournament. Like, bro, I remember 2013 when we won. Bro, it was a big deal. What are you telling me? It was a very big deal.
This Cote d'Ivoire,
bro,
Cote d'Ivoire has turned upside down.
Yeah, like it is a massive deal. It is a massive deal.
It's as big as England winning. The same way Cote d'Ivoire won the Afcon is as big as England winning the Euro.
Bro, because like, bro, last Afcon, like, man, things weren't going well. Like, Tinubu had entered at the time.
Yeah.
And everyone was down, but still, everyone still used that Afcon to just like give you like that sort
it's
of
like
danger.
your perfect distraction.
Where do you get? And unfortunately, man, we lost. And when we lost, everybody was like,
everyone was down because like,
bro, that's what football does to everybody.
The whole country sat down for that Afcon. The moment Lukman was like president of Nigeria.
Yeah, and
Lukman was like the president of Nigeria.
Yeah, I'm even reminiscing right now.
Yeah, you're remembering the moment.
Bro, even as I was saying that, like, bro, I'm excited for another.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm excited for another. Like,
do you understand?
Yeah, don't come out and tell us that our tournament is
it's not a major. That means like a Carabao Cup. Are you for it? Come on, Cara. Come on.
Idiot.
Come on, man. I mean, the guy says rubbish, but like this one.
Yeah, but like not from him. Even if someone that has won like a World Cup or whatever comes and says, okay, it isn't right about it, but okay.
We understand. Fair, you've won the World Cup. Not you, bro.
Bro, check his stats. The guy has more on goals than he has goals.
Come on, what the hell? Come on.
Yeah, everybody knows him for saying nonsense.
Come on, now I'm pissed off.
Guy, I want to go and watch up. You know, after this Afcon highlights.
For real.
Because there were some bangers in that tournament. What blast this shit out of that ball?
It was vibes on. You remember when that coach this Senegal was pouring water on his head?
Right,
would you see that in the ears?
Yeah, you see some.
Would you see people dancing like the whole team? They already walked up a dance for one goal. All these vibes, all this shabalala.
I don't think it was that.
Anyways,
like please don't ever dance on this podcast.
Agreed.
That was bad.
No, I know.
Moment of silence. Yeah, back on it. Yeah, and I just think we are getting to the point where I think it's getting better. Like, bro, like we're having VR on the tournament. It's looking good. It's going up. So people like him coming out with stupid takes like this, he's just pushing it down. It's a very nonsense.
CAF should just work on. I mean, the host countries.
And on the players thing, though, do you think? Because I think I mentioned it to you a couple days ago. I don't necessarily like the idea whereby, at least for the Nigerian squad, like why don't we have some local players in it? Because the thing we mentioned about some players half us in it is true. Let's not lie, it's true.
It's true.
Apart from said person I was talking about, you also have other people where you understand, like they're not playing with like all of it. But if you call the player from like Aimba or something, I don't know, like that is playing, and you call him to the squad. Do you understand what that means?
Yeah, they're ready to die on the pitch.
Yeah, and it's a big deal football here, and I don't know about other African countries. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing here.
No, yeah, like it's for the major African countries, the ones that have.
Bro, they know what a major deal Afcon is for them. What a major deal football is for them. Like, bro, if I go in outside now and I see a stone on the floor, bro, I'm trying to make it now. Exactly. I'm thinking about football unites everybody, right? And if Europe have their own whatever, where they have European clubs come together, play their tournaments. In America, they also have theirs, Copa America. So for us to have ours, to like have a product where we put African teams together, the best African teams come together and play tournaments. Now apparently that is not a major tournament. Come on, man. You have to do better. That's quite poor.
I can understand why coaches tend to choose the ones playing abroad because they feel like they are proven. That's why they are out, and the ones that are here are not.
Yeah, man, I don't really. I disagree with that.
There's a passion factor.
But there's a passion factor, man. Like, look here, I like to see like a mix of both. Because why not? Because at the end of the day, not everybody has that privilege, you know. So like, why do we? Because look at England now, right? For England players, everybody knows when you play for England, like when you play in the Premier League, your chances of getting called up to England could be a lot higher.
Yeah.
Apart from like a Bellingham, when you're good as Bellingham. But even look at Tomori, for example, for Roma. Everybody knows he doesn't get. Sorry, AC Milan. Everybody knows that he doesn't get called up because he plays in it. Exactly. So why don't we also have that?
They will choose Mings.
Exactly. So why don't we have that same thing whereby, not for everything, but if you're playing in the Nigerian league, it should also be like a sort of like.
Even the Nigerian league self is underdeveloped. Like
obviously discussion for another day. But like, why can't you have a quota for like 3 or 4?
This is something that they have to. You have to work for me. I mean, it's not, bro. You know the Zambian Premier League. The Zambian national team is complete Zambian.
100%.
Zanaco, the Power Dynamo, Zesco United, all of them. These are league-based
100%. There's a discussion for that, but maybe not today.
So you see how they invested themselves in their league, and Zambia won the Afcon. They won the Afcon 2019. I think Zambia was it Zambia?
Bro, they won 2010 or something. 2012.
2012 Zambia. It was pure. Okay, no, it wasn't 2019. Sorry, it was further behind. This was pure
terrible ball knowledge.
Sorry,
I'm ashamed. I apologize. Apologize to the viewers.
My bad, man. It was a slip of tongue.
And tell them you do better.
I'll do better.
And tell them you don't deserve this better. Tell them you don't deserve this better.
Zambia, when Zambia won the Afcon, these were pure home-based players. You know, they knew what it meant. So it meant for them. So this is something that you have to curb from the roots, from inside before we start. If not, people like Carraghers, they will keep this won't die. Like they will keep making statements like this. So this is also down to us to, improve our own. Well, this is what we have to offer. The world is watching. It's not just Africa. The world is watching. We have to improve. That way we don't get this like this, because this was very insulting. This guy dissed the whole Africa.
Terrible. So on the rankings though, obviously, for ranking major tournaments, World Cup
number 1.
Definitely, we don't even need to explain.
Yeah, World Cup. There's nothing as big as the World Cup. There's no sporting events as big as the World Cup 100%. In the history of mankind.
And also get the comment section though, because I think we also need to do a video. Like why do African teams, why don't they perform well in the World Cup? But you know what, the
quality of football.
Different episode. But I think they can be doing better. Different episode.
They should be doing better.
They should be doing better.
Nigeria should be doing better.
100%.
It's the emphasis in Nigeria.
In fact, we didn't even make the last one.
Morocco did very well.
100%.
Nigeria as a team. But next an episode.
Yeah, because episode for another day. But last thing on that though, for how many World Cups we've had, I think it's a little bit embarrassing.
That's round of 16, the highest we've gone. Very embarrassing.
No, come on now,
are you for real? Guy,
Morocco went far now.
I say round of 16 is the highest.
Okay, Nigeria. Okay, that's
round of 16. You France.
Yeah, so Euros too.
100%.
Everybody knows that Euros too.
Then Afcon.
Afcon 3.
I'm
telling you, this Copa America is trash. Bro, we don't even know. Who even plays there? Sometimes America plays there, sometimes Canada plays there.
Jamaica plays sometimes. Japan has played the Copa America.
Yeah, I'm not sure of that one.
For lack zero ball knowledge. Apologize. Japan has played the Copa America. They were invited to the Copa America. Japan, they were invited.
When?
I think 2009, 2010, they were invited.
Comment section.
We'll check it.
Yes, Captain.
No, for real. The Copa America invites nations.
I'll check.
To play.
I'll check.
It's not like there's a spot for qualifiers, and they also invite nations to play.
I'll check.
And the tournament doesn't even have a round of 16. You qualify from the group stage straight to the quarterfinals. I'm not saying the tournament is poor, but that's not even a proper tournament. We don't even understand their format. I mean, you can predict the semi-final if it's Uruguay, Brazil, but one of Chile and Argentina. That is it. It's a semi-final tournament, and that's where it ends. We all care about the semi-final. I don't think anyone watches the group stage.
100%.
You know that's straightforward. It's not even a proper tournament. It's not even like.
And nothing I even like about Afcon because who's winning the next Afcon? You don't know.
You can't tell.
But you can't tell. Look at Senegal that we thought we're going to win 100%. No. Look at Morocco. Morocco that everybody was saying because they had a good World Cup.
Yeah. Who knew that Ivory Coast to win the Afcon?
South Africa took them out. Bro, look at Ivory Coast that lost in the group stage.
Ivory Coast lost 4-0 in the group stage. They didn't even think they would qualify. They qualified third best. Ivory Coast qualified, and they won the thing. That's a tournament. That's the vibe.
That is a tournament.
That is a tournament. Not final is Argentina, Brazil.
Bro, I'm telling you, man.
Argentina, Uruguay.
It's not
Uruguay. Brazil, Uruguay. You can predict that.
Bro, okay, I can put cash right now, and I'm saying the next Copa America, Brazil are going to win.
Brazil are going to win.
But man, I do not know what's going to happen in Afcon. Who knows?
You can't.
Bro, you don't know. And Nigeria going to go for it. We don't know. Like, look at Ghana again.
Ghana.
Didn't they go out in the group stage?
Yeah, Ghana left the group stage.
Cameroon to group stage.
Cameroon left group stage. No, Cameroon didn't leave group stage. I think we removed Cameroon. We're not Cameroon.
Okay, so we're not Cameroon now.
We're not Cameroon.
Cameroon that apparently the Lions, they don't table. Bro, like
Ghana left group stage. I don't think Ghana scored up.
Algeria too was group stage.
Algeria left
that
group
massive
stage.
big team.
Bro, do you understand?
Look at that now. Like that's why I like the Afcon. It is you don't know what's going to happen. You can't tell.
That is a proper.
Right, the next one that's coming. If as a football fan like me and him, you're tired of all this passing out from the back,
just
infected,
football,
whatever.
Man.
Bro, let's get back to proper.
Just play football.
Proper footy, man.
Just play football. Stop all this rubbish. Just play football.
100%.
Stop being
so that the question should not be why can't he come out and say Copa America is not a major thing? But obviously he won't do that.
He won't do that
now because he doesn't have the respect because it's an African thing. Sad to see, man.
I mean, this should not even be tolerated in football. Actually, you can't say. We all know that Copa America does not have that, but he cannot come out and say.
Bro, it's a terrible thing.
It's a very terrible thing. Like this is actually.
Now, Carraghers does come out and says a lot.
Carraghers can just come out and say Copa America is not a major, but it's actually. If you're comparing tournaments, I mean,
bro, like, are we going to have that discussion? Like, you see, let's be honest, it isn't.
It's a continental tournament. Bro, it's a major tournament.
Sometimes when they have it, like how many times do you even have it? Sometimes you have it 3 years, sometimes you have it a year.
Sometimes
you already know it's just not.
They just wake up. The CONCACAF just wake up and say we have.
Yeah, let's have Copa America. Everybody's like, cool.
It's literally when you can predict the semi-final.
But it's sad. But you know, yeah, get into the comment section. I think we spoke a bit on the Carraghers thing.
Yes, we are not becoming emotional.